Super Bowl 60 is in the books. The Seahawks have the ring, and Bad Bunny had them dancing.
The NBA deadline came and went. There's a lot of rumbling in the NBA. We've got a special guest to help us through this.
All right. And the MLS is back. The winter games are heating up, and you're locked in to They Be Talkin.
They be talking, 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 talking,
Welcome to another fun episode of They Be Talkin. I'm your host, Brooke, also aka known as Shorty Bang Bang. And with me again today, we got my man with the mask on, Dizzy. What's going on, Dizzy?
Oh, it's a beautiful week, although it's a little sad that the NFL's over.
Yes.
But it's a wonderful week to talk sports.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It was an eventful week. We have so much going on, so let's just go ahead and get right into it and waste no more time, okay? So Super Bowl 60 is in the books. Seahawks, they did their thing. They're not just champions, but they are responsible for one of the greatest revenge stories in NFL history. Just think, 11 years ago, it was a totally different story. But the Seahawks, they went into Santa Clara, handled their business, and they took down the Patriots 29-13. Whooping. Straight whooping.
It was domination. It was a defense that just decided to shut down Drake May and those pesky Patriots that had a very easy run in the AFC, and they just did not have an answer to that Seahawks defense. They just couldn't move the ball. I think Bad Bunny statistically had more yards than the Patriots did. But we could talk about that a little bit later.
No, you're absolutely right. The defense was amazing. And someone else who was amazing was the MVP, Kenneth Walker III. He was like a human highlight reel out there. He had 135 yards on the ground. And he was the first running back to take home Super Bowl MVP since Terrell Davis back in 1998. Sounds like it was just total domination by the Seahawks. Don't you agree?
Yeah, it was by far, one of the greatest displays of a classic old school running game with a strong defense. There was no stopping him in the second half. He was just bulldozing through the Patriots defense, and it was mostly because the Patriots defense had been on the field for most of the first half, having to stop him and hold him to just 3 field goals. It was a very, very hard game for those who like high scoring, but it was a great game for those of us who love defense.
Yes, strong defensive game, made for a bit of a slower game. I'm admit, I kind of tuned out a little bit, had to help my sister in the kitchen, Super Bowl party. Every time I came back to the screen, Drake May was getting sacked, Seahawks were celebrating. Not much of a game, but I do appreciate the defense, because defense wins championships, don't you think?
Oh, the defense definitely won that championship, and it's an unfortunate thing that part of the team is going to be breaking up in the offseason. It tends to happen with all these contracts and how some of the contracts are written. But for the most part, Seattle has a good core. I don't think they'll repeat as champions next year. But
really,
the Seahawks had a great run this year. They were well coached. And to a certain degree, and this is hard for me to say, I'm kind of happy that Darnold was able to show up and show out. I hate USC, but the kid had bounced around so many teams and been rejected so much that it just felt like he just needed a chance.
He needed a chance. He got the chance. I would like to say that experience at quarterback is what was some of the difference here. Drake May just really wasn't ready, and I don't think that O-line was ready either. What do you think is next for the Pats?
I think it's a bright future for the Pats, considering the left guard and the left tackle starting in the Super Bowl for rookies. So, there's room for growth there, and they got to a Super Bowl in their first year. Drake May's only in the second year. Vrabel definitely turned the franchise around without much change. It was all just attitude. It was all about bringing his culture that he had working in Tennessee, and he brought it to the Pats. It could be the beginning of a second run for the Pats. Maybe. Who knows?
Maybe.
All I know is that there's a team out there that's getting a new coach and has the first pick in the draft. And that's your Las Vegas Raiders, people.
Go ahead and say it. Raiders. Look, it's been a tough few years, but we got some hope. Got some hope coming.
That's what the draft looks like.
Oh wow.
The Raiders have the first pick, the Jets the second pick, Cardinals the third. You got the Browns with 2 picks in the first round, one that they're picking up on a trade. You got the Rams with 2 picks in the first round, and they had a great year this year, so that only helps them just to build. It just feels like it's set up for the Rams to be able to go to the Super Bowl next year. And I don't want to say it, but they're hosting it.
Hey, it's going to be in LA next year, Super Bowl 2026. Yes, Super Bowl 2027.
27, but Super Bowl 61 will be in the City of Angels, or technically Inglewood. That's always up to no good.
Now, wasn't it just in Inglewood? Didn't we?
Not that long ago it was, but look,
amazing.
It's a beautiful stadium. You got the Olympics coming, and
it's a lot.
You got the World Cup this year. There's a lot happening in LA. There's a lot happening in that stadium. Lots to look forward to in this area of the world.
Well, I'm not looking forward to the traffic, but definitely looking for all these great events. We got a Super Bowl next year at SoFi Stadium.
I'm so looking forward to the World Cup coming to LA, and hopefully, our guest is able to travel and come out to LA. If not, he's going to be telling us about what the World Cup life is out in Texas, because he's out there.
Yes. Are they going to be playing games in Texas too?
Yes, they are.
Oh.
Houston and Dallas, I believe, have games for the World Cup.
Oh, okay. Let's go, Texas. LA as well. It's going to be very eventful. Ready to tune into it. Boy, I better clear my schedule.
I think we got some association talk.
Let's talk about it.
Oh, there he is.
Is this our guest? Everybody, let's welcome Roger Valdivieso with us. Thank you, Roger, for joining us. You are an amazing talent. You are the voice or former voice of the Clippers in Espanol, Austin FC, as well as a journalist, analyst for ESPN Deportes. Welcome, Roger. Thank you for bringing your expertise to They Be Talkin. How you doing? Uh-oh, can't hear you, Roger. It's okay. We'll let you get your mic together for us as we jump in here with this NBA news. It was a trade deadline has come and passed. What is going on with the Greek freak?
He's not moving.
He's not moving.
About him moving.
Just like that photo. He's not moving. Look like he's moving, but he's not moving.
Nope. He's posing. That's what he's doing.
He's posing and flexing his muscle. We thought the Warriors and the Bucks was going to be the rumor or the news for this week, but it didn't happen. He's staying in Milwaukee. What do you think of this, Dizzy?
I think that it's a good move for Milwaukee to keep such a star player, because it didn't feel like they were going to get what they wanted out of a trade. Now, is it a good move for Giannis? I don't think so. I think Giannis is tired of being in Milwaukee. I think Giannis wants a new home, but it's a smart move temporarily for the Bucks, not to give him up for very little. If the Bucks, though, can figure out a good way to extend the contract and then trade, it would be to their benefit. But if the contract runs out and he's just left to be free agent, is going to be the worst move for the Bucks in the history of the Bucks. And the Bucks are infamous for bad trades.
Yeah, it would be a sad situation for Giannis. But he remains in Milwaukee, trying to fight for his money, as they should. Pay him if you're going to keep the man. If not, let him go. Roger, you back with us, man?
I am indeed. I made it work.
Hey, well, welcome back. We were just talking about Giannis and the Milwaukee Bucks. Let me get your opinion on this. Do you think it's time for Giannis and the Bucks to part ways?
I think it's way overdue. I think that Giannis has made it pretty clear one way or another that he doesn't want to be a Buck anymore. I think it's a matter of him choosing where he wants to go and forcing. I think he tried to force the hand of the team to trade him before this deadline, and it didn't work out. So that might come back to bite all of them in the summer, because it's going to be a drama. We're going to be talking about this in the postseason again. Where is he going to go? Does he want to go to Miami? Does he want to go to LA? He's going to have a lot of suitors, but those suitors need to have enough pieces to give to Milwaukee without seeming like they're going to be losing out on a lot.
Yes. Yeah. The drama will continue. This is like a ongoing NBA soap opera.
Days of our lives.
Days of our lives. Where will Giannis go? But hey, that'll give us something to look forward to in the summer. So thanks, NBA.
Hey, who was a big man for the Bucks who went to LA?
Who?
Lou Alcindor.
Oh, you went old school with this.
Yep.
So I don't know. I'm just putting it out there.
Go ahead, put it out there. Go ahead, put it out there. History could repeat itself. Lakers fans.
Anyway. And if I remember correctly, I believe Kareem started his career as a Buck.
Well, Lou Alcindor is Kareem, so yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
Come on, Dizzy.
Come on,
man.
Don't confuse me, man. Well, you as a former voice of the Clippers.
Yes.
How do you feel about the move of Harden going to the Cavs and the Clippers getting Garland in his place?
Oh, man, I'm going to have to plead the fifth on this one. It's...
Come on, Roger.
The more I don't hear about the Clippers every day, the better for me at this point. All I hear is about the Kawhi situation. I've been, hearing about that all week again. It's coming back. I just never really bought into the whole Harden thing. He's a very good player, maybe even possibly a Hall of Famer, but I don't think that the current or the situation that the Clippers had was going to take him anywhere. Harden never proved anything anywhere in the postseason, and the Clippers need to win postseason series and at least make it to an NBA Finals. And I think it was pretty clear that they weren't going to do it. What really hurt me as a former Clippers announcer was the Clippers losing out on Zubac. It was like Mr. Clipper for me.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that was a big one.
That one hurt me.
Yeah,
that one hurt me because we got nothing in return for that. And I'm speaking as a Clipper fan, not as any former employee of the Clippers. Even though I did apply to try to work for them, they just,
they passed.
They passed.
That's okay.
They didn't like the mask.
It's all right. It's all right.
But
You're on a big
but Zubac was not just Mr. Clipper. He was the franchise. The franchise was his. Because Kawhi's not going to be there in a little bit. Harden wasn't going to be there in a little bit. He was the franchise, and we gave him up for second-round picks, conditional second-round picks.
Yeah, you were just talking about, Milwaukee being historically bad with trades, I mean, let's talk about the Clippers.
Let's talk about the Clippers.
They dug themselves a huge hole, especially with that PG trade. You know, they needed something to rebuild, and I guess that's what they got. I think that they saw the writing was on the wall. They weren't going to do, even though they had been playing very well, you know, after that really bad start. I think they say, you know what, let's just blow this up and see what's, you know, the best that we can do with what we have. And I guess that was it.
And talk about blowing up. Like, I felt a little bit bad for Chris Paul when it initially happened. But when the team immediately started playing better, I didn't feel bad at all. What was it with Chris Paul?
Yeah, what was it? What was the issue?
Yeah, you know, I guess they knew something that we didn't know. You know, we all were happy with seeing Chris Paul have like this farewell tour. Although, you know, let's tell the truth and shame the devil. You know, Chris Paul was never going to be Kobe Bryant. You know, he wasn't going to get that treatment from the rest of the league. But, you know, he was going to retire a Clipper, and it kind of hurt to see him get dismissed at midnight in Atlanta during, you know, a road trip. It didn't look good for the team. But like you said, you know, the team started playing better as soon as he left. So it's like somebody took out, you know, a missing element there that maybe we didn't know in the locker room.
Yeah.
But and then, you know, came a really good streak. But then they said, you know what, let's just forget about this, and who knows what's going to happen. You know, who knows how much longer Kawhi's going to be there. Yeah. I don't know if the league's going to step in, you know, with this whole Pablo Torre investigation. You really don't know what's going to go on with the Clippers. Maybe they're going to hold off until after the All-Star game, since it's being hosted by the Clippers. And they don't want to do a big mess around that for now. We just have to wait and see.
I mean, they blew it up. They blew it up. I mean,
they always blow it up. They always blow it up. I'm not a Clipper fan, but I'll be feeling so sorry.
But you as a Laker fan, did the Lakers do enough on the trade deadline?
No.
Become winners?
No, absolutely not. But that's another story.
no, that's also the story. It's the teams in LA. No, they didn't do it. That should be at the top of the table, are hanging around mid-table to lower part of the table, not making any moves to be better. It doesn't make any sense to me.
I don't know.
You know what? At least they didn't get worse.
Yeah. Didn't get worse.
They could have traded up some assets that potentially could have made the Lakers worse. If it's true what they say that LeBron wanted to move, what's his name? Oh, jeez, I'm blanking out here.
Reeves?
Excuse me?
Luka?
Yeah, Austin Reeves. Thank you very much.
Austin Reeves.
You know, at least they got to keep him.
Yes, I agree. We've kept a solid of a squad, but we still need more pieces, and we need some pieces to just go on ahead and
talk about pieces
move on.
Got rid of. He's a wizard.
Oh, here we go. Yep, he is a wizard. He was traded in a 9-player trade, and now he's playing with Trey Young. I don't know, guys. What you think? Looking at the Wizards, you think they've made find a shortcut to a finals appearance? I don't think this year, but I think they're building a nice little squad over there.
It's an Eastern Conference team. Anything can happen.
This is true, but the East.
I do feel the Celtics kind of bulked up a little bit.
They did. They did kinda.
But the biggest move was definitely acquiring Anthony Davis. Should he stay healthy?
That part.
Didn't they shut him down already?
Probably.
I mean, yeah. So, you know, I think this is just like a chess piece that the teams move around, you know, a contract. Because I don't know how much longer, you know, Anthony Davis can be considered an elite player. He's done great things. You know, he won the title and he brought great things to the Lakers when he did come in. But I'm really concerned about his health issues.
Yes.
You know, just how many games did he actually play for the Mavericks? I think this picture that we have of him right there, that's the longest I've seen him with a Wizards jersey.
Oh man, we gonna wish
boy.
AD
Oh
well
boy.
in Washington, because I feel like he's just been, like you said, used like a chess piece, and he has
Roger be talking.
Roger be talking. He talking with us today.
He's a placeholder for me
Yeah.
at least. He's just like a placeholder.
Unfortunately,
Let's move this contract here, and you send me this, you send me that. But what were the real expectations of him playing this season for the Wizards? I don't think they expected that much from him. Nope.
No. We'll see what happens. I do think he's paired nicely with Trae Young, but Washington is a whole nother issue, along with Clippers and Lakers. They can't seem to get right. Okay. Any other thoughts on the trades, Roger? Any newsworthy trades that you think it's worth talking
Obviously,
about?
up north, the Warriors with the whole Kuminga situation.
Yes, Kuminga.
We'll see what Kristaps Porzingis can do for the Warriors. I think that might be interesting.
I agree.
And that's about it. And obviously, the Cavs bringing in James Harden. See if Harden can actually play well in a postseason for Cleveland. Maybe they can, make it to the finals.
Maybe.
Do you think they have enough to make it to the finals?
I don't think they do.
Oh, who knows?
I mean,
it's the East.
The Pistons look like they're going to be a team to wreck with.
Yes.
But then again, they're also the Pistons, so
it'll be interesting.
New Pistons. It will be interesting. They're the new Pistons. They're dominating. The East is ridiculous right now. I don't see Cleveland doing much after this trade deadline. I think Harden's going to do what he can, but they still need some pieces over there, if you ask me. Yeah.
It's the East. Anything goes there.
It's the East.
It's the East. Well, Roger, you have covered everything from the NBA play-by-play for the Clippers, MLS soccer, Austin FC, and you've even covered the Pan American Games, right? Which is amazing. You're a man of this world. Tell us, how did you get involved in sports broadcasting? Like, how did that become your passion?
Well, I used to watch sports back home, and I always thought, hey, the local announcers in my country weren't that good. And I thought, maybe I think I could do that.
That's right.
If they can do it, I can do it. And I was fortunate enough to start working at the local sports station back home.
Where's home?
But I was doing El Salvador in Central America. Yeah, and I asked them, hey, do you think I could do the NFL? And they said, yeah. Sure, yeah.
Asking
you're on Sunday.
Oh, wow.
And a couple of weeks after I started doing the NFL, the guy who was doing the NBA quit. And they had no one. And they said, would you like to try out to do, the NBA? I said, yeah, sure. Obviously, I was 19. I was up for anything, So I just started doing that. And, I worked on that for a few years back home. Then I made the decision to move to California to work on, the business, which in hindsight, maybe I shouldn't have, but I did. And, once you're here in the States, doors will open to different places. And I've been fortunate to work for some very good companies, and do some exciting stuff.
That's amazing. I love how you went from El Salvador, your home. You've managed to come to the U.S. and spread your talent. You have any future goals? Any broadcasts that you're looking to accomplish or do? Any other sports you want to get into?
Well, actually, I've been getting into mixed martial arts for the past couple of years. I work behind the scenes for the Ultimate Fighting Championship, the UFC, right now. I do a lot of translations for them. And, I feel that even though it's been a couple of years for them, I'm still learning about the sport. and I'm very passionate about that. So I've been trying to keep tabs on the UFC as much as I can, and I do watch some soccer and everything, but that's mostly what I look into right now.
I love it. What about WWE?
Not so much anymore. Dizzy here got me to be a huge WWE fan back in the day.
Oh, Dizzy. It's all Dizzy's fault now.
Yeah, Dizzy, I actually made it out to WrestleMania in Florida one time.
Oh, nice.
Dizzy and I went to Vegas to watch a couple of events.
Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, Elimination Chamber. And then the night. Didn't we go to the night after WrestleMania at what used to be Staples Center, now Crypto, for Raw? So we did a lot of events.
Okay.
But then I just, I guess when I moved to the East Coast, I just, had no time for it, and I don't keep track of it anymore.
Oh.
When he moved to the East Coast, I forced him to go to a SummerSlam in Brooklyn.
Correct.
You forced him?
I twisted his arm.
You're tough, man.
Yeah.
You are tough. Well, I get it. Dizzy's been spreading his wrestling love through this show, and he's got me into it too. So, shout out to wrestling.
Got bit by the bug.
I did get bit by the bug. I did get by the bug. Maybe we'll talk a little wrestling a little later. But Roger, we still have some more show to go. You want to hang out with us and talk a little Winter Olympics?
Sure, absolutely. I mean, whatever I can. I can
awesome.
help you guys with. I'm here.
Oh, great. Okay. Well, look, Dizzy, what's going on with the Winter Olympics?
Oh, well, Breezy Johnson. That's what's going on with the Winter Olympics. Homegirl is lighting the hills on fire. And literally, because she's going down so fast, that ice be melting behind her.
I was watching it or one of her events last night, and I'm just watching. I had no idea how fast they go down the mountain. I saw the radar, the meter, it said 80 miles per hour. I said, wow. And she made it to the end, and she deserves that medal right there.
That's why she got gold.
That's why she got gold, and I'm at home watching it. Shout out to Breezy, much respect. And also on the heels of, Lindsey Vonn. She didn't make it through. She hurt herself again, but hope she feels better. But no worries, Breezy and the rest of Team USA are definitely holding it down. Let's see what else we got going on.
The human ice skate improbable miracle of Ilya Malinin. This young man,
yes,
is a spectacle to behold. He does things that nobody else does. I don't know all the technicalities, but when you can do a flip on skates and land it 1 foot and not fall, by Lord.
And he did it like 5 times.
Like
no problem.
No, well, the flip he did once, but all the other spins he did like 2 gazillion times.
Whatever. He was doing it. He was doing it, and he won, right?
Yeah. He helped with that skate that we're looking at.
Yes.
Got the U.S. the gold medal in the team competition, and I believe there's still some individual things that he's got to go through. But
yes, he's still working. But what do they call him? Quad God.
Yeah, he's the quad god because he does the quadruple lux or something like that.
Okay.
I'm not very technical on the ice skating.
He does that little trick that none of us can do on ice. Well, shout out to Quad God.
On ice, I know how to go full speed forward, and then I stop when I hit something.
I don't know how to do any of it on ice.
I don't understand how physically they can go from skating forward direction and then all of a sudden skip, and then they're skating at the same speed but backwards.
Yeah.
How did
talent?
How the hockey players do it themselves, and I don't understand how they do that. Like, I
don't know either.
Roger,
but
you've watched hockey. Like, how do they do that?
I have no idea. I usually wind up in the floor every time I put on the skates. It'll usually be the floor for me.
Yeah, it never works out for me either. That's okay.
How are your kids at ice skating or skating in general?
With that,
Are your kids any good at skating?
my daughter is actually pretty good. You know, she got the hang of it. Me and my son, not so much.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know,
Okay. Baby girl.
it just feels like girls are better on skates in general.
Maybe it's that low center of gravity thing, you know. I'm not that good at it, so I can't talk. But while we're still talking about the ice and hockey, there was some history made. Layla Edwards became the first Black woman to score a goal for Team USA in the Olympics. And Layla helped the team beat Canada 5-0 in the preliminary round. This is amazing for the hockey community. I enjoyed watching. I saw some snippets of it. I couldn't watch the whole game, but I saw snippets of it, and I'm excited to see where Team USA goes.
I believe Team USA is the strongest team in female hockey that out of all the other teams that are there. It might be because of the culture here. It might be because the hockey rinks are open to girls more often than not. But it is great to see not just, you know, one race playing hockey. Yeah. I like the fact that it's opened up to many races now. It's not just like a white sport. We've got people of color, different flavors. We've got Martinez's. We've got, you know, Layla Edwards. We've got Quentin Byfield on the Kings, who's an African American young male. This is great for the sport. I love the fact that there's more diversity in it. It's been primarily a bunch of European kids, and I don't hate them because they're very good. They're very fast.
Yes.
But just the fact that we're getting more variety, I think it's making the game better.
Oh yes, it's always a plus. Roger, do you follow hockey?
You know what, with the UFC thing that I have going on, I really don't have that much time to follow the hockey, but I do root for Team USA, and I was happy to see them get that win over Canada. You know, I'll say that much. Also, another thing that really intrigues me, and especially being a Latino, and I really have no idea how I understand even remotely what they're doing, is the USA getting that silver in mixed doubles in curling.
Oh, tell me about it.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's, for me, it's still daunting that I was able to kind of understand what the whole curling thing is all about. Yeah. And once you get the hang of it, it's really exciting, and to watch. I think it's Corey Dropkin and Corey Feast who won the silver for the U.S. in curling. And if you're not into curling, you should. It's a really exciting game.
Okay. That's a game that I've seen, but I haven't dived into. There's a few of those out there, but they all look entertaining. You know who I did see curling or trying to curl? Snoop Dogg.
The King of Milan. You're talking about him?
He's still doing his thing out there in Milan. Roger, what do you think of a Snoop Dogg representing USA out there in Milan for us?
Hey, I think it's great. The guy's a character.
Yeah,
I know he's had a rough patch there with I think it's his granddaughter passing the other day.
That's right.
But he looks happy. He looks like he's doing something good, and he's representing the flag. I think it's great.
I think it's great too. Hope to see more of it. Roger, would you ever want to do a Winter Olympics or Summer Olympics broadcast?
I have.
Oh, that's right. You have.
I have actually. Yeah.
Excuse me.
The last Summer Olympics that I did were London 2012, and I did a couple of Winter Olympics. I think my last Winter Olympics were Vancouver. So I haven't really done Olympics in a while, but I did do a couple for DirecTV, and obviously now I focus more at the Pan American level, where they fly me out to do the games, in South America, and that's been an experience.
I bet. Wow, what a career. That's really cool.
Traveling man. He's a traveling man.
Well, I'm happy we were able to get him while we could on They Be Talkin.
And I'm glad to get the invite.
Absolutely.
This was fun. This was definitely fun.
Yes, we're definitely gonna have you
And,
back.
and it was good to see you, Roger, even though you're all the way over there in Tejas.
Yeah.
Represent Texas. Are you enjoying Texas?
No.
No. Oh,
No. No. I'm actually trapped here.
I'm
And if
sorry.
somebody can send help,
Oh,
send
Dizzy.
help.
Dizzy.
I wish I could get out of here, but I can't because of my kids. But
Oh,
I wish I
kid.
could be back in LA. Yeah, for sure.
Well, whenever you are back here, we welcome you as always. Thank you for being here.
You know you always got your second home out here with me.
Send help then.
Stay with Dizzy.
As long as you bring my goddaughter with you, for sure.
Send Delta Force. God, I hate it here.
Let's see what else we got going on here, Dizzy. We want to talk about any wrestling, any soccer. There's a lot of other things going on.
We could talk a little bit about the MLS. You okay talking about the
Alright.
MLS?
Me?
We had some CONCACAF action going on in the CONCACAF Championscup. We had San Diego advancing, even though they lost yesterday to Pumas. They advanced on aggregate 4-2, and therefore advancing to play, if I'm not wrong, Toluca in the CONCACAF Champions Cup. The bracket looks like this.
Champions.
And you've got a combination of MLS and Liga MX and Guatemala, Honduras. I believe there's a Salvadorian team in there somewhere in the CONCACAF Champions Cup, or maybe they got eliminated already. I'm not exactly sure, but San Diego advances and they're playing Toluca in the next round, and the Galaxies hasn't played this yet. They're going to play next week, and some of the other MLS teams like LAFC and Cincinnati, they play next week. And
who's the favorite to win
I
it?
believe one of the favorites to win this is going to be Inter Miami, just because they have Messi.
Oh, that's right. The GOAT.
When you have the greatest player ever to play the game, you cannot be considered not a favorite. And then from Mexico, Toluca's probably the strongest team, even though Club America tends to be the hyped team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they haven't been playing well over the past few months. So I think Toluca's a good call.
And then you've got the Seattle Sounders that somehow, even though their team on paper doesn't look good, play really well in this tournament.
They've won it before, right? So
they got to a final. I don't think they won it, but I think they got to the final.
Who won last year?
Won it.
Or last time?
Let me check. I think they did.
They won the last cup?
No, not last year.
Not the last one. No, they played, if I'm not wrong, Tigres in a final.
So this is going to be happening. This is all happening before the World Cup.
This is all happening between now and May. And at the same time, all these teams are playing in their own countries' respective leagues. So they play these games in the middle of the week, and they play on the weekends their league games, which is insane.
They get time off? My God.
Yeah, so Seattle did win what used to be the CONCACAF Champions League. Now it's the Cup, but it used to be the league, and they won it back in 22. And they beat Pumas, by the way.
Oh, they beat Pumas.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I feel like I'm gonna get not the avid soccer fan, but I'm trying to get into it. I feel like I might get a little confused later on down the line. Dizzy, you got my back.
I got your back, and the MLS season has a couple things to look forward to. There's a new ball. It looks like this.
That's fine.
It's definitely it's gonna. Whenever they bring in a new ball, it comes with new challenges because it either bounces differently or it flies differently, and it's definitely something that players will have to get adapted to. And then they just released all the new uniforms. I don't want to really get into all that, but
Okay.
This signing was one that definitely surprised me. James Rodriguez, the Colombian captain, he's expected to lead Colombia in the World Cup this summer. Signs a 6-month contract with Minnesota United,
Oh wow.
and is their new starting midfielder and probably captain for the next 6 months. He's got an option to continue with the team through the end of the year, but they got him as a steal because they're not even paying him designated player money. They're paying him within the league money, and it's insane to me, because usually when you bring in a player like a James Rodriguez, you pay him an exuberant amount of money, kind of like you pay a Messi or a David Beckham or of the sort.
He's worth the bag.
You pay him that much because it won't work against your cap. Somehow they made it work within their cap. This is just either a genius move on Minnesota's part or an MLS move to hype the World Cup. I what do you think, Roger?
I think it's a huge win for the league to have a player, like James Rodriguez. I still remember calling James Rodriguez's games when he was playing for Banfield in Argentina as the young Colombian kid, who was going to go to Europe. He was a champion with Banfield. He was just still a teenager, and I was calling his games at Fox. And then I sort of followed his career. His latest stint with Mexico wasn't, all that great. A lot of people wondering why he chose Minnesota out of all places. They say, he doesn't like the cold. That's why he left Bayern Munich and, Minnesota. But it'll be during the not cold season, that he's going to be in Minnesota. And it's not going to be a lot of games, even though you say it's 6 months. But how many actual games is James going to be playing in? He's going to, be in the eye of people here in the States and, North America before the World Cup, which I think it's great. He's going to be active. Colombia needs him to be active. And Minnesota is going to have, a huge draw, and they're going to sell a lot of jerseys.
Yeah, they're going to sell a lot of jerseys. Speaking of jerseys, your old team published their jersey.
Beautiful.
It looks like this.
Beautiful. I want it.
Actually, it's actually very pretty.
It is.
What team is that for the people in the back who don't know?
That's Austin FC.
Austin FC. Okay.
Yeah.
For the people in the back.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm learning. Okay. All right. Austin FC.
I was the first ever Spanish voice of Austin FC, so I have, it's got a special place in my heart. And I did get their jersey for Black Friday or something last year, just because I liked it so much, and I want to get me this one too. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, it's one of the prettier jerseys that the league is releasing this year. Well, one that's near and dear to my heart. Which one's coming up next?
Oh, there it is. LA
He's
Galaxy.
Up, baby. He's up.
I think I'm a
He's
Galaxy fan by default, but that's a cool jersey. Shout out to Herbalife. Yeah.
The stripe kind of brings me back to the original uniform, with the ugly green and yellow. Remember, Danny?
Yeah. No, the old school green and yellow Galaxy. I wish I had that ready to publish and show you guys, because look, it's classic. It's pretty. But this one's classic. It's pretty. It looks good.
It's just awful, Danny. Come on.
How much do these jerseys go for?
$100
between 100 and $200, depending on whether you're getting the replica or the original. You can't tell me that this one's much better.
Oh wow, that's the other LA team.
Yeah, that's the other. Exactly, that's the other LA
team. I can't think of their name, but they got billboards everywhere.
LAFC.
LAFC.
It doesn't look that bad. I'll still get Verde though. Represent
the Verde looks pretty. Now you want to see an ugly one, and this was shocking to me because I expected a little bit more, because they announced it was going to be the Tina Turner edition. But the St. Louis jersey is kind of like,
Did you say Tina Turner edition?
Yeah, right on the bottom part, you see a little patch.
Yeah, I see it.
It's a patch of Tina Turner's face.
Oh yeah, I see it.
What is the correlation?
I don't know. It's St. Louis.
Was she from St. Louis?
I'm guessing.
Okay, all right, whatever. Shout out to
You know,
that just sounds so random, but okay.
The Sounders had a Jimi Hendrix kit not too long ago.
Yeah, but the Sounders and Jimi Hendrix make sense because we all knew that he's, that Jimi Hendrix was from Seattle. Like that one made sense. And speaking of the Sounders, they kind of went basic with their new jersey.
That's ugly.
It's kind of basic.
Very basic.
And then this is Houston's. I'm still trying to make sense of what it's supposed to be.
Interesting.
Well, nothing in Houston makes sense, so it's par for the course.
Tina Turner is from Brownsville, Tennessee.
But she did move,
which is probably on the other side of the river, St. Louis.
It is. She lived with her mother in St. Louis. Okay.
And then the other Texas team, Dallas, that's what they look like.
That's ugly. Not doing it for me. All right.
And it looks very similar to the Salt Lake jersey, which is right here. It's just the stripes are different colors.
It's still ugly.
I didn't say it was pretty. I just said it looked like it. Now,
I saw the New York City FC jersey earlier, and it looked nice.
That one looks pretty.
That's pretty.
It kind of reminds me of that old school Mexico jersey. Remember, with the Aztec
94
calendar.
Cup. Yeah, it has an air of that.
I like that one.
All right. Well, I hope everyone's saving their
the other
penny.
New York team so that the New York audience doesn't get upset with us. The Red Bulls. It's got lightning.
That's
it's
intense.
got lightning.
I'm not mad at it. It's different.
No. Yeah.
It's different. Well, looking forward to seeing all these fashionable jerseys.
The one that I'm not really hyped on is the Orlando one. I'm pulling it up right now for you guys.
What's wrong with that? The yellow
colors. It's too much like the Lakers.
I was just about to say you have a problem with the Laker colors.
I do.
Well, those are championship colors, my friend.
Ooh. I could feel the burn all the way out of Texas.
Look,
speaking of champions, the defending champions, that's their away jersey.
That's cute. I like it. I'd wear that.
It's a little simple, but it's classy.
The black and pink.
We're not doing too much.
It's a nice touch. It's a nice touch.
I like their darker kits. I actually got the Miami jersey from last season as well. It looks nice. I don't like the pink.
Yeah.
The black ones though are nice.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Any other team that you'd like to see? Because I have them all right here.
No, we're done.
Just don't do Houston.
Yeah, we already showed that one.
Yeah, don't do it again.
Don't do that.
In my presence.
Dizzy, don't upset the guest, okay?
Well, let's flash him back real quick to a passion of his that has been gone for my absence because he's not around me no more. But you know how yesterday or last show we were talking about CM Punk and Roman Reigns being the main event at WrestleMania? Well, that's in jeopardy now.
Why?
How come?
Because CM Punk is going to face Finn Balor at Elimination Chamber.
What
and
happened?
If CM Punk loses, Finn Balor goes to Mania versus Roman Reigns.
Okay.
We've got some drama coming up at the Chamber.
So Roman called out CM Punk.
And CM Punk
called out
the challenge. But before that all that happened, CM Punk had some beef with Balor, and Balor somehow finagled his way into a championship match at Elimination Chamber.
So he's got some unfinished business with Balor. I see what's going on. But if he beats Balor, then he faces Roman.
Then Punk and Roman are still the main event in Mania.
Got it. Okay, all right. This is another
And
twist.
then another fun matchup that's going to happen at the Chamber: Beckylynch versus Ajlee for the women's Intercontinental title.
This looks good.
Ajlee is back, Roger.
She's back.
She's
She
back.
is back.
Speaking of Intercontinental titles, is Tito Santana still the Intercontinental champion?
That's been a while since Tito Santana was ever the Intercontinental champion.
40 years ago?
30 at least.
That's
So-
the first Intercontinental champion I remember. So that's
Yeah, but the very first Intercontinental champion was who?
I don't know.
Don't know.
Oh, really?
I don't know.
Couldn't tell you.
Oh my! It was one of the Stooges. It was one of the McMahon Stooges. You remember the McMahon Stooges?
No. Take me back.
Oh goodness! You remember how McMahon had Stooges either side during the whole Attitude Era?
I must have missed 60 Minutes.
This was before my
Wow.
time, really.
This is before my time too. But Pat Patterson and Peter Briscoe were the Stooges. Pat Patterson was the first ever Intercontinental champion in the history of the WWE.
Hmm.
You're looking at him up to remember his face or what?
He's Googling, yes.
Yeah.
He's Googling. Well, I got a
Pat
question.
Patterson.
Yeah.
I got a question.
79. Jeez.
Okay. What's your question?
Is there any chance Benito will join the ring again?
You know what? Knowing Benito, I wouldn't be surprised. You know,
He
'cause
should.
Benito is Benito, and
Benito's
Bad Bunny. But Bad Bunny already has three matches in one Mania match.
Wow. That's amazing. And he's got an amazing halftime show under his belt as well.
That he
Roger,
does.
what'd you think of the halftime show?
I liked it. You know, the music doesn't do it for me,
Okay.
but I believe he's the number one streaming artist on Spotify or whatever.
Yeah.
And that means that a lot of people listen to his music. It's not
Yep.
my cup of tea, but I think he did it really well. I think the message that he sent was a good message. It was positive. I was actually afraid that he might be more controversial. Kind of like, what we had the year before, which was, quite controversial. But I think he did great. I think
Yep.
he did great. There's a lot of people complaining that they can't understand what he was saying. I speak Spanish. I don't understand what he was saying. So,
We all need a translation. It would have been nice if they had, a little translation caption underneath, but I'm not mad at it. It was a celebration of love and the Latino culture, and he came in saying that was going to be his message about love. And in celebrating his culture, I love the special guests, Lady Gaga, Ricky Martin. All in all, I think it's going to go down in history as a really, really good Super Bowl halftime show. I think it was misunderstood by a lot of people. I think some people need to just go find some videos where people are actually breaking down a lot of the symbolism in his show that you would not get unless you were of Latino or, you're just tapped in. I was happy to get educated about it, and it helped. It helped improve my my thoughts on his show. So shout out to Bad Bunny. I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, no, and
Is he-
speaking of the shout outs, he got a lot of shout outs and a lot of love from NFL players and other celebrities,
Okay.
and it's just it is nice to see that even though you may not understand what he is saying, you understood what was trying to be portrayed, because the message was simple. Even though he did, clutch that Puerto Rican flag and he was in some sugarcane fields, you have to know a little bit of the backstory of how Puerto Rico came to be to understand that part.
Right.
But then as he's walking through and you see the street vendors, and all those street vendors are actual street vendors from up and down California, I mean, I saw Villa's Tacos and I was like, hey, I know that guy. Hey, I know where that place is located. That's Highland Park. Not my hood, but down the street from my hood. Like, I get it. You know, there was a lot of love there. You know, the wedding was the actual end to an actual wedding. The giving of the Grammy, you know, to his younger self, the billboard at the very end.
Yep, that was my favorite.
It's just like
that was my favorite.
You cannot hate a man who's trying to just tell you, hey, it's more powerful to love than to hate.
Yep, and anybody who was expecting anything different, I just think you don't understand Bad Bunny as an artist.
You know,
he had a vision, he had a message, and I think he made it very clear. So shout out to Bad Bunny. I'm looking forward to see who's going to perform next year. I don't know who's going to be.
No, I got a feeling, and this is just me, because of the way that we've been going. We're going to have an Asian artist next year. We're going to have a K-pop group or some kind of like or something along the line, because right now everybody who watches Netflix and the streaming services like Prime and whatnot, there's a lot of consumption of anime, and a lot of these like K-pop and Japanese artists are hits with the younger culture, because the music that is in these animes is the music that they're listening to and the music that they're streaming. So I would not be shocked if the K-pop Demon Hunter group that performs that really, really fast-paced, energetic song somehow makes it into a combination of performers at the halftime show next year.
Maybe in a combination of performers. I don't know. We'll see. I'm thinking it's going to go more country, but
yeah, I think they might settle to appease the conservatives in the country and do something, you know, more on this other side. Say, look, you know, we did this, now we're going to go back. I'm not sure they're going to do Garth Brooks, but they might do something a little bit more exciting, and that's going to be a more appeasing to the more conservative audience for the NFL.
So do you think,
that's my feeling.
Do you think Taylor Swift gets a shot?
I don't think so. I think her time is done.
Yeah.
We don't want that.
No.
We don't want Taylor Swift. They know it. They know it.
I think Travis is the only one that wants Taylor.
Yeah. He need that money. Yes. You know, so I don't know. We'll see. But hopefully it'll be eventful. It'll be in LA again next year. So looking forward to it. But I tell you what, it's been an eventful week of sports. I'm personally a little exhausted, but I'm looking forward to more action with the Winter Olympics and the second half of NBA season. And next thing you know, it's going to be March Madness and then spring baseball and
baseball quickly.
Baseball.
Who wins the World Series?
Come on now.
The Dodgers by default, dude. Come on. You know how it is.
That's weird coming from your fandom.
I don't even gotta say nothing. Dodgers.
Does your team have a shot, Roger?
No.
Ooh.
Nobody has a shot.
I like Roger.
Nobody has a shot.
I like Roger.
Even if the Dodgers fall apart?
That's a big if.
That's not gonna happen. Don't put that on us.
Not gonna happen.
Don't do that.
Not gonna happen.
Go Angels.
And on another note, I want to thank our guest Roger for stopping by, and of course, I want to give a big thanks to Dizzy. You know what? You got another mask on, another week. Maybe one day we'll find out your true identity. No. All right. Well, you got to tune in next time. Maybe he will reveal. Outside of that, for those of you who are watching, I want to thank you for tuning in. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe to the channel so you stay up to date on any new episodes. This is They Be Talkin. They Be Talkin.
You be talking.
Yeah, I be talking too much, so let me wrap it up. All right, sports fans, y'all have a good one. Catch us next week. See you later.
Roger, thanks for stopping by, bro.
Peace.
They be talking, 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 talking.